So we were on our way to dump the cat litter. Um, we have enough. We can expand our range quite a bit, but if not, we'll just have to probably go to Rhodia because uh, reward for working with one of them at least provides cat litter. I think. I'm pretty sure Dante had cat litter. Sooner or later, we're going to have to start buying weapons in order to get weapon modifications. I don't want to do that as long as we don't have top-of-the-line weapons and armor. Once we are at least getting close to that point, then I know I can sort of waste my scrap if I have extra. Currently, I need to be able to seize every opportunity that comes my way, so holding on to the extra equipment and scrap. So who are you? Sloopy. What's the cat litter stack? 24 pounds. I don't think we're gonna get enough. Maybe, well, 16 extra. 40 pounds. £48. One 8-pound pack and we're basically there. Yeah, we're missing that. I think I'm dumping the Red Rider BB gun. Yeah, it can provide a massive decrease in accuracy, but are we really gonna use this all that much? It's 2 action points per shot though, so and a sniper rifle technically, so we could use it quite a bit in a tough situation. Basically, forget damage for Scarlet and just someone's eyes out. In addition to shooting them in the arm, this could easily drop their accuracy by 50% or more. Right, there's a single bag missing. You don't need to do a quest to get all the bags. Sometimes it could be some kind of one of those hard saves, for example, that we have been unable to deal with. We easily have like cat litter bag. So you don't. There are many more cat litter bags than like you to get the job done. I'm still not sure I want to go to Rhodia. We want to handle that at some point certainly, but maybe not now. I think I'll buy an RPG-7. We spent one in the random fight. It was very useful there, no complaints. Chance to hit bonus. Mm. 17 master medkits might be too much. At the same time, they weigh very, very little. Plus 1 perception. I think perception is 10 already, natural 10, so why the fuck would we need these? Yeah, and I'm selling the food stuff. I have no interest in using these. Patchwork jeans. Any other clothing items? Sometimes you just don't pay attention to these. Ammunition wise, we're okay. Right. There's a little bit of a diversion there before we get going up. What to wear? I haven't exactly explored places thoroughly, so there's a good chance we could find some additional places. Just need to stay away from the radiation wall. So this is the one we can pass when we get the... Yeah, enough of that. It looks like Rhodia is the only easy place we can go to at the moment. Doesn't seem like too much activity in the wilderness either. Uh, the big problem here is how to get the confession out of the woman. Help! Angel Oracle, help! I'm sorry, gentle victim. What was that? Sorry, dear Mr. Manor, some uninvited guests have brutally barged into our home and they refuse to leave, no matter how strongly we ask. They are wearing cowboy hats and shooting everyone. Can you please come teach them some manners? Gentle host, transmit your coordinates and we will have some civility enforcers there immediately. Hurry, we look forward to your hasty arrival. Thank you. Faintly heard as Sheep hangs up. Sheep. Die, you bastard, die!
Echo 1, this is Santa Fe Base. Come in.
This is Echo 1. Go ahead. Over. Roger, Echo 1. Don't know if you heard the last Mannerite distress call, but you are very close to that location and might be able to reach it quicker. The Mannerites might not like us messing in their patch, but this sounds like a situation where seconds count. Copy. Copy, over. Then 4 Echo 1, sending you the coordinates now. Get there ASAP. How are we closer? Fuck you.
Santa Fe Base out.
Playa del Rey. Seconds count. We'll run. Unless it's a specialty encounter of some sort. Seconds count, apparently. What? Yeah, and suddenly I think this is unspottable unless you actually get told to go there. Seems like most sites here are like that. Sign reads, Ahora entra el ribazo del cierzo. You're too late. Whatever or whoever happened to this isolated community is over now. All that's left are the bullet-riddled corpses of the townsfolk. It's a massacre. Only the flies and rats are still alive. You recognize that symbol? It's the Ranger Circle Star. How did that get there? These people were gunned down in cold blood. Most of them weren't even armed, though it looks like a few fought desperately. There is also a trail of blood leading south. Spotting anything relevant? Poster. Under one of the nearby cars you find the remains of a synthetic arm. It looks like it was the children of the Citadel who did this. Another massacre, but at least these victims were armed. White fire-clad Mannerite civility enforcers lie shot to pieces amid the rusted ruins of long-abandoned cars. There's blood everywhere and graffiti on the walls. Another Ranger Circle Star. Yeah, this might be a problem. Gloves. For the goat milker guy, I guess. Anything else? You recognize that symbol. It's a ranger circle star. Anything else? Is that cat litter? That would be the last one we need. What is this? This looks like some sort of GPS device. It doesn't appear to be working, though it does seem to be powered. Can I get the arm? Apparently not. Who are you? Civility enforcers. What is this? I could raise my science a bit. Fuck you. %76% and critical failure. Carefully open up the machine and study its inside. Most of the components are functional, but the display and its connections are pretty busted up. It takes some major mechanical know-how to jury-rig fix. Actually, I think I have a display. Yeah, that's impossible. Display screen. A monitor display screen with the liquid crystal still intact and the connection wires neatly wound up. What a find! The machine flickers. Okay, we already knew that. The machine flickers to life and prints a message onto the screen. Communication error. Satellite response timed out. Displaying last known location for EXSPM012. A series of coordinates is displayed. Copy of them at your map. So the location of EXSPM012. Please keep your weapons lowered and identify yourself. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to pick a fight with these. So, we're the Desert Rangers. We have heard that name. And did you perpetrate the slaughter, Desert Rangers? No. Can you prove you're telling the truth? We have seen your graffiti here and in the village. Looks like we caught you red-handed. Well, the truth is, the children of the Citadel did this. Look, it's made of plastic. Not good enough, Rangers. You might have planted that to blame this massacre on the Sins. Works both ways. Or maybe the Sins planted our graffiti to blame it on us. Alright, Rangers. You have opened room for doubt. But until we uncover the truth, I will not risk the lives of further enforcers to teach you manners. The field is yours, gentle butchers, but you are known to us now. Go immediately. Fuck. Can't get the cat litter. It's not that big of a deal. We can probably get it later, or get more litter somewhere else. Bigger problem is that we do not want to start a war with the Manorites. Yeah, it's typical of the Citadel of the Citadel. They seem to be basically stirring up fights and conflict all over the place.
Echo 1, this is Santa Fe Base. Come in.
This is Echo 1. Go ahead. Over.
Roger, Echo 1. Getting a lot of chatter on the Manorites' private frequency. Said they found you at the site with many civilians dead and no hostiles. They seem to think you might have killed the civs. What happened out there?
Civilians were dead when we arrived.
Copy, Echo 1. All dead before you got there. Any signs of who did it?
We found a synth arm.
Goddamn synths. Those plastic punks trying to fuck us up any way they can. Listen, Echo 1. We can't let this happen. We have to find proof of who's really behind these attacks. Something we can show the Manorites. That's priority 1 from now on. Copy?
Copy. Over.
10-4. Stay safe. Santa Fe Base out.
Yeah, that's a genuine problem. What exactly am I gonna do? I got the gloves, so I'll head to Angel Oracle. It's not much, but one little thing we can wrap up. We could also install a repeater unit here. Forgot about that. It would basically just... it might shift things a little bit. It wouldn't allow us to contact Ranger Citadel, but it would allow us to spread our coverage here. Probably would bring us more little... oh, what the fuck are you doing? Crowding in shit apparently. Pull the man out. We could have just taken his boots. Oh wow, I thought I was done for, Rangers. I will tell all my friends about of your polite rescue. Here are my boots. I'm going to retire from this job. Okay, I got boots? What? Climbing boots, okay. Heavy duty mountain climbing boots with crampons attached. These might be useful if there was more than one place in the whole world where you need to climb something, and you haven't been there in 25 years.
Oh look, goats!
Yeah, I found some gloves. Wow, thanks so much. Please take this small token of my appreciation. We received 3 milk. Right, well, what the fucking do again? Applies calcification. I think it also applies hard ass or something like that. A temporary bonus to that. I'm not gonna use it. No need for the hard ass. And don't really care otherwise. I think I know who the boots go to. We found the little girl in the tree, the teenage girl, so she's a climber. I think she will take the boots. Hmm. Am I going to? I might as well install the repeater, really. Because we're sort of looking for little things to do, maybe before we're tackling Rhodia. So maybe if we can get some emergency messages from another settlement, that would be basically exactly what we are looking for. Cassandra. We acquired some climbing boots. They might help you, since you seem to be having some trouble. Want them? You are so thoughtful, gentle rangers. Thank you. I just love to explore and these will help me very much. A little bit of experience, nothing more. Right. I'm gonna detach the repeater and see what that gives us. Probably a couple of level ups. Some of these are at the threshold of getting something useful done with the skill points. The repeaters have a decent amount of weight too, so it's yeah, good to get rid of some of them.
Echo 1, this is Santa Fe Base, so go ahead.
We attach a repeater to the transmitter in Angel Oracle. Over.
Copy, Echo 1. Seeing a large boost in our range. They must have a strong transmitter. We should be able to double our range by piggybacking off their signal. I'll send out a fresh broadcast right away. There might be people out there who haven't heard our message yet. Santa Fe Base out.
No, they might level up. I'll let it be. We have a reasonable chance of success
Are
there.
you on the visitor list, gentle visitors?
They're okay. Sheriff Marshall put them on the list.
Right. Let's see what happens. There's at least a chance that another attack by the False Rangers is happening, so we might get something like that. Alternatively, something completely unrelated to that. Can I take a look at the bodies? Scrap. I suppose we can start moving toward Rhodia. Nothing else pops up. We'll have to do that. Not that many encounters, random encounters anymore either. Just nothing. Traveling vendor. This is the first traveling vendor in a long time. Long goddamn time. Last couple of weakish guards. Patrick Klintner. Can't say, right? What is this? It's a named guy. So some caution might be warranted. Come and have a look. Only the very best merchandise. Nothing special. Play wizard figurine. More perceptionless armor. Another pair of engagement rings. Those action points gain combat initiative. with some people, yeah, this just makes a lot of sense because you're almost always left with one or two extra action points. So why not uh, trade them for extra initiative? Right? Why is he named? That's the thing I don't get. I'm not sure about Scarlet can't move and fire anyway because she's crippled. So initiative might be good. Stitch cannot lose any. Neither can Giuseppe. Tinker is also in a fairly good place. Could afford to lose it though. Like already has the rings. 10 action point allows her to shoot twice if she doesn't move. So okay, again in a good place. Um, could afford to lose a single action point. It's Tinker and Ralphie really that could benefit from this. Both don't really have a good trinket item either. Right, so both are more or less relying on two single shots, or in two bursts in Tinker's case. 13 initiative, 11 initiative. I'd rather give it to him. Makes him more relevant in the fighting. Take a look around. Maybe the named guy's presence means that there's something in this map that isn't totally randomly generated. Patrick Klempner. Not gonna remember the name, but maybe I should. We could go for the mysterious run here that had the vault. I can get in. Would be around 26% chance of getting in. If we get the level up, we can probably raise it to 60. I'm hoping for force a level up in a couple of people by doing an extra fight. Familiar map. Probably 3 to 4 guys, nothing too major. 2 Ridley, and they're melee. Yeah, you're not a threat to me in any way. Yeah, they can't do shit. $418 points of damage. And that's with the difficulty level damage reduction. So yeah. Is that it? 2 melee robots. But we got an A level up out of it. Guess that's something.
Copy, Ranger. And congratulations.
Are you gonna get? Yeah, that's something useful. Sniper rifles, fully, and we get Deadeye for her too. Not sure how much that's gonna help, but it might in a situation. Basically, it might allow her to at least move a little after she's shot. Maybe not. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Now what? Yeah, that because we have a sort of a very few wasted skills group and decent intelligence for a lot of guys. We're in this weird position where we're basically struggling to find good places to stuff points into. I'll save scum myself inside the vault. Do that. Next time we'll do Rhodia. But it seems like it's a very large task for us. It's gonna take quite a bit of time to get through. And I don't have a plan for it. I don't know how to get the confession out of the woman. I don't know. I have no idea. But there's at least some potential there of things going very badly. But we'll see. 26%. Okay, this isn't that bad. It's I think it's a difficulty level 9 actually. Hello, Mr. Turret. It's not a large map. It smells like death in here, and given all the bodies you can see, that is not a surprise. Crumbling walls have allowed water and dirt to seep into the once secure facility, while the floor is littered with the machinery that was either destroyed by the crazed bunker folk or malfunctioned after years of neglect. Great struggle took place here. I suppose we could have some backup skills developed for the group. Secondary medic wouldn't be a terrible idea. You can't always have Stitch basically wipe everyone's ass. In certain situations, Giuseppe might be a good choice, because quite often the energy weapon guy just can't do the damage that the assault rifle guy can, so it would be much more effective to use him as a healer instead of the one who actually contributes quite a bit to the fight. An old industrial elevator shaft. The lift is nowhere to be seen, and wreckage blocks the shaft a few floors down. This woman was bludgeoned to death. Badly decomposed corpse. This body was stabbed in the back after successfully lassoing someone on the level below. Okay. I can't interact with the threads in any way. Clutching a crimson-crusted dictionary, this cadaver, covered with contusions, was clearly beaten badly by a book clutched in the hands of the body beside it. While it won the war of words, the dictionary did not defend the dome of its deceased holder, his head horribly harmed by the tome's heft. This woman was bludgeoned to death. That seems to be a theme here. A rapscallion reaching for a rock riddled with rounds. The hands and feet of this corpse appear to have been blown up. A lot of turrets here. Mighty class ring, some advanced medical equipment, another ion blaster. It's a single shot ion blaster, yet the other is ion beamer. Right. The blaster itself is terrible, the beamer actually not that bad. Tactical scope please. Yes! Yeah, this is better than the... what is it, high powered scope. Good for the assault rifle user, I think. Yeah, because it also increases the optimal range. For comparison. Right. Same point blank after that. Other has 3 meters more optical range. $5 meters more maximum. Actually, what the fuck do you have? Do you have a tactical scope? You have something else, probably a long barrel, right? Do they stack? Long barrel and I think they stack. Yep. The thing is, AK-97 probably doesn't have the same initial range. That's what there's a difference. So it's probably a shorter range weapon initially, but it'll still win on all of this because it has the better scope. Right. So in fact, FNF all is a much better weapon. They're very close. 5 to 25, 25 to 32, 5 to 31, 31 to 40, right? Much longer range. Much better, really. Anyone missing long scope? I mean, we don't have enough tactical scopes. High-powered scope. High-powered scope. High-powered scope. High-powered scope. So there's really no use for high-powered scopes even anymore. We would like to switch to tacticals as much as possible, but we just don't have enough. You spot an access hatch hidden under a metal grate. It seems untouched by the carnage you've seen so far. It's actually very hard to unlock though. 26% chance. Yeah, if we had 2 extra skill points it would not be a problem. We are going for the lockpick pool though. Yeah, 2 extra skill points. Still the chances should be sufficient now. Failure is not an option. This appears to be some sort of control room. Monitors and computers, all long dead, line the walls. Pools of dried blood on the floor draw your attention to the deceased on the metal grating above you. Below, you can see another scene of carnage, bodies torn apart in what seems to have been a gladiatorial game that turned on the spectators. Yeah, what exactly did happen here? Doesn't look like the turrets did anything. I was initially thinking fence systems malfunction. Seems like the people killed the people. A loot. Some kind of computer. The name Callus appears on the blue jumpsuit of this corpse. Choice. Minus 15% evasion, plus 5 combat initiative. Now that's an interesting choice. Plus 5 combat initiative is a massive increase. This long dead corpse is wearing a blue jumpsuit of some sort. You can just make out the name Proverbius on the name tag. Unlike others in this room, this computer seems responsive, if only barely. Please input command. System information. RPG codex. Right. User programs. Mail. Mail server not found. Journals. Weller. Status 503. User not found. This account has been deleted. Talentane. Server did not respond in time. Proverbius. Listing. I've sealed the doors. I'm activating the defense mechanisms and turning them against those inside. This place must be destroyed. Corruption. His father's corrupt. Callus. These entries are all listed under heading Codex, which appears to be a log of events that occurred here. It is a fascinating read. Various journal entries describe the day-to-day activities of the group and their plan to reforge society according to their ideals after the coming of the decline, with the basic principles of the plan entailed in a separate section of the Codex called Rebirth Program Guidelines. However, the later pages reveal the possible cause of their destruction, as the Codex describes numerous heated discussions and wildly different opinions on the exact nature of the guidelines. The last chapter of the unfinished book suggests that the conflict turned violent at some point. It seems probable that infighting was the cause for their eventual demise of the group. Solitaire. Segmentation fault, error at memory address. Right. Security monitoring, access denied. Defense system, system diagnostic. Critical system failure. I don't think I want to activate it, so yeah, let's go.
Copy, Ray. Echo, congratulations, Echo.
We got a lot of experience out of it. What to do with you? We could start spreading things about. Uh, Tactical positioning makes the most sense, I think. Lockpicking 10. Master Thief. No critical failures when using lockpicking or safe cracking. So basically all things can be pretty much unlocked by us, and there's no possibility of failure. Ah, isn't that beautiful? You could get... You don't have perks, right? But we could get +1 action point for him. When we get the perk. 5 points is not good enough for anything. Nothing is really good enough for anything at this point. I wonder if leadership stacks. So would multiple leaders be able to boost themselves uh, up to ridiculous values? I doubt that's the case. I would assume the strongest one prevails, but it also means that Scarlet will not ever benefit from leadership skills. We would have another character with a reasonably high charisma. It might be a place to basically dump things. Vulture's Cry or Ralphie is at least a potential for that. And Scarlet isn't always with the group, but that's definitely after every damage bonus has been achieved, except for the animal bonus. Animals are still a minority, and the melee nature of their attacks makes them manageable. That means, though, that we are looking for robotics, aren't we? Requires 14 points. Roboticist. Right, not bad at all. I guess it's time to go. No. I'm not going to Rhodia yet. I'm thinking of going back to the few places we skipped because they were too tough. Because now we can get it. We cannot possibly critically fail anymore. And where were they? No point going to Rhodia, we'll have to go there soon anyway. The Angel Oracle, I think, had one. Maybe in the bathroom? Something like that. But they were rather in the smaller sites. One where there was a huge amount of mines, one where we basically just saved some pointless peasants. Not here. Long Beach, maybe the Aqueduct, although was one of them. And maybe Brothel and Dentist? No, not the Dentist. Santa Monica, so maybe like 4 places we can go to. And no, it's not Long Beach. Long Beach was where it was a trader, the children of the Citadel, and robots. So we have basically, I would say, 3 places we want to visit. Aqueduct was a guaranteed place, and so I'm pretty sure Angel Oracle too. Angel Oracle because we didn't want to risk failures. There was also a safe in the sheriff's office, I think, something around like that. No, we could not possibly fail it. It shouldn't take too long. We'll head toward Rhodia after it. We might. I think we're gonna leave the mines. No, we have the demolition +3 item. We'll use that. RPG-7. Not a bad find at all. I wish I could see my carry weight on these characters. Even with this, it's only 60%, so it won't go above 10. Ah, fuck, they use a different system. We need signs. Maybe alarm disarming would be enough. Laser sight. Underbarrel flashlight. Is someone missing an underbarrel slot? You are. A scope and a magazine. Really? Jesus fuck, why do you have such horrible things? They should drastically increase the range. Nice. This has a decent failure chance. At least we didn't get a critical failure. Right. Cat burglar mask, plus 3% evasion, plus 2 safe cracking, plus 2 lockpicking. Yeah, bit too late for that. Also minus 3 strength at the same time, so this is very annoying to use. Improved mod joke, I don't give a shit, and don't give a shit. Right. Theoretically interesting items, but not for us. Right. But still, something's... Do we have... Ooh, why are you stuck there? Something we haven't really seen. The cat burglar mask. So these are, I'd say, the things that require the skill challenge tend to be worth it. I don't think it's a random thing, totally what you get as loot. I mean, at least it's a certain high quality trinket you're gonna get from it instead of the random crap. I can't say if it's always the same loot though. That's not impossible either though. I don't recall if Brothel had anything. Angel Oracle, if it had something, it was in the toilet. It also has science use in the radio room, but that's not important right now. And the sheriff had a safe, but it has an alarm system, and that's the real problem. I'm not all that confident with the alarms. I'm not sure if I want to go into the sheriff's office and fail at an alarm check. Right. I don't think that's worth risking it. If it's not here, we can immediately leave. Yeah, it's definitely here. It was Jenny, and there's a if you for a good time call Jenny was next to it. Right. 26% chance of success. That shouldn't be possible because it's a level 11 challenge. But we can't fail this critically, so we'll get it. Another laser sight and MIT classroom. Okay, who wants a replacement for their underbarrel flashlight? The sniper rifle guys seem to be very good even without these benefits. It's the energy weapon guys that suffer more. Right, no regrets coming here though. It's depending on the weapon, it's like 1 extra skill level or 2 extra skill levels, more or less. So it's a pretty significant thing in the end. And there was another that we just couldn't get open. Or rather, it was too risky and I didn't want to start scumming it too badly. That was definitely an emergency call. It's probably the one that's in line with the Angel Oracle. It's yeah, Santa Monica, very likely. I don't recall if the bar brothel had anything extra. Maybe it had. I don't recall at all. We might as well go there on the way to Rhodia. It's not much of a detour. this pretty much only had to say, like, nothing else worth noting. Ah, fuck! It's alarm disarming mistake. Yeah, there's no way we can do it. Alarm disarming or science? Do both. Right, brothel Rhodia. Do a coup. Traveling vendor. You wouldn't happen to have some specialty gear by any chance? Like something that might actually be interesting, even remotely interesting? Dokonai Atkinson. Why are they all medical salesmen? It's not like it's a terrible thing, but they have nothing of interest. The brothel might have had something at the... I also might have opened it. I have no certainty about this. Uh, oh, I thought I went in the brothel. Avoided encounter. Was inside if it was somewhere. No, it probably won't hurt to us have basically a check-up here anyway, see how things are going. Right, looks like a shitty place still. And nothing of interest. Right, can't even talk to them anymore. Rhodia it is. Uh, talk to people, basically learn how to disable as many of them as possible. We'll have to get a little bit closer to the faction currently in control in order to see if we can get something on the woman. I don't know how this is gonna work otherwise. I have to be very careful what we do, because don't want to let the opportunity slip by. I don't think we really need a success. I mean, I'm very good at repairing, so I can probably repair the radio tower on my own. That's really the only thing we would lose by failing it. But I want to make an effort to get it right. Things seems okay. Hello Samuel, want to buy my junk? Should I buy the suppressor? Critical hits make a huge difference, but you get a lot of range if you put a longer barrel. Well, I don't particularly care. Oops. Didn't mean to sell all that, but whatever. We really have no real use for the flashlights, no real use for the scopes. I'll still be, especially the flashlights are so weak, I'll just sell those. The scope doesn't weigh all that much. I'm a bit reluctant on getting rid of booms. Right. Kumite a history probably should be read too. I mean, I'm not going to take unarmed skill, am I? Rolling. It really has nothing to offer. Just a half a pound we can get rid of. Right.
I hear you're working for the boss. I'll open the gate this time, Rangers, but don't be doing anything stupid or I'll charge you double next time.
Right. We've gotten a few extra toaster items since we last visited here, so I'm going to keep my eyes out on. Does someone here want some of what we offer? Because if we're going to change the government, that's gonna mean we're gonna basically put a bullet on a lot of these people. So if they happen to want something, now's the last opportunity really to use it.